Telcos have helped significantly disrupt the energy and utility industry over the past few years. In particular, the advent of mobile money really helped foster new models and new possibilities for those businesses and help the spread of Paygo. The most common link between Paygo providers and telco companies is with mobile money. Usually Paygo providers nowadays will depend on mobile money for their businesses, and they will need to get a contract specifically with each telco to be able to receive mobile money from their clients. But the thing is, Paygo provider will also interact with telcos for other things, in particular SMS. Communication will be needed by nearly all of the Paygo providers to be able to send payment reminders to their clients or send tokens, unlock codes, or general communication with the clients that usually only have very basic phones.
Aujourd'hui, la vision que l'Africa Mobile a, c'est de faire du mobile un levier de croissance des entreprises en Afrique. Donc du coup, aujourd'hui, nous avons pris le risque de nous positionner comme agrégateur sous-régional en proposant une plateforme aujourd'hui multi-pays, multi-canal, qui est mise à la disposition des entreprises qui permettront bien évidemment de gagner du temps en termes d'intégration. Le taux de pénétration du mobile dans les derniers rapports qui sont sortis avoisinerait les 90% en Afrique de l'Ouest. Et donc du coup, le mobile devient un enjeu de croissance au niveau économique. Donc nous nous sommes dit, nous allons agréger toutes les plateformes SMS, USSD, voire du airtime, et aussi nous allons faire du cross-pays, mais aussi du cross-canal. Et de ce coup, nous proposons aux entreprises un produit déjà fini qui leur permet à partir d'une seule intégration de pouvoir toucher tous les pays qui sont déjà connectés au niveau de la plateforme, sans pour autant qu'on soit obligé de faire appel à des routes internationales.
For a pay-as-you-go distributor, communicating with customers that are spread across large area, using telcos, so both for SMS, phone calls, and then mobile money integration is essential. What type of integration do we do? Well, we use API integration with telco provider to send SMS in all our countries. In the country where one integration with one telco allow to send SMS to the other telco provider, that's definitely a plus, a big plus, because it's reduced the complexity. In country where it's not possible, we use aggregators. They work fine, but there are of course more problems because every different telco tend to change their API by time to time, disconnect one or the other aggregator, and so they are prone to more mistakes.
One thing that's quite important to understand better the challenges with telco integration is the lack of standard. With each operator comes a completely different integration process, often with different technologies, outdated technologies, and specific requirements in terms of infrastructure and in terms of the specifics of the integration. And that makes the process quite lengthy and expensive. So even though the proper process of integration is rather complicated, there are workarounds. There are ways to actually start having automation and start automatically capturing SMS and capturing payments inside the software platform without having to enter them manually.
Nous avons été le premier acteur à proposer une solution SMS mutualisée. Donc aujourd'hui, nous affirmons dans ce rôle d'agrégateur qui facilite l'accès à des ressources proposées sur le mobile. Le SSD aujourd'hui au Sénégal est accessible à partir de notre code USSD qui est mutualisé à tout type de secteur d'activité, les banques, les assurances, les wallets, le e-commerce, aujourd'hui le dédouanement et pourquoi pas demain la santé. Donc tout ça, c'est des solutions qui vont être agrégées sur un seul code pour faciliter l'accès et bien évidemment la mémorisation d'un code. Et dans ce même code, on retrouve plusieurs secteurs d'activité.
Integration between a Paygo provider and a telco is usually quite expensive, and that's because the telcos don't really have a standard for mobile money, and it means that the Paygo software company will need to integrate separately with each of the operators. Moreover, there's often a lengthy contracting process involved, and all of that together makes it quite expensive to integrate.
When we look at integrating with a new mobile money provider, we would say that 2/3, if not more of the time, is actually spent around, we call sometimes passing paper, agreeing on terms, but even when we agree on terms, like receiving the contract, getting the contract signed and approved by the legal team, the commercial team, it's like that is where like we spend most of the time. Once the project is finally approved and the developer team of the mobile money operator is available, it's a matter of like few lines of code and maybe like few days, a week, including the testing, to be online and in production. Probably the shortest was a month and a half from when we first interact with the company to when it was done. Maybe like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. The longest one, and that was in Niger. The longest one was in Senegal. It lasted like between when we signed the contract and when we were on the menu. It maybe took more than 2 years for one operator, but yeah, nothing happened for 1 year and a half for some reasons.
So overall, compared to all those IT costs, the pay-as-you-go software itself is actually a small part, but a small part that is actually often the most critical for the business. Even though the industry is moving towards more standardization for the integration of telcos, there will probably still be some needs for direct integration with telco in the future, mostly because some people want to customize a little bit their customer journey. In a few years from now, we really hope, and it seems to be going in that direction, that integration costs are going to plummet and be a lot cheaper than what they are currently. Timelines for integration will also get shorter, and overall the process will get simpler for everybody, which should really help with the growth of the Paygo industry as a whole.